We got to tell the truth, and it's the truth that changes and defeats the lie. You choose good or you choose evil. You choose good or you choose evil. It's up to you. You got to think for yourself. Think for yourself. And if you decide to go with evil, it's your fault. I want to show you what evil look like. They have nothing else to offer. I want to show you what evil look like from hell. Oh, they're from the gates of hell. These are children of the light. Children of the light. Godless. These are children of the light. Children of the light. They're liars. You choose good or you choose evil. You choose good or you choose evil. It's up to you. You got to think for yourself. Think for yourself. And if you decide to go with evil, it's your fault. I want to show you what evil look like. They have nothing else to offer. I want to show you what evil look like from hell. Oh, they're from the gates of hell. These are children of the light. Children of the light. Godless. These are children of the light. Children of the light. They're liars. These are children of the light. Children of the light. Godless. These are children of the light. Children of the light. They're liars.
got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. I hope you had a good weekend. I did. I'm trying to open my package here. I can't. I hope you had a good weekend. I did. It was amazing and fast. They always seem to go by very quickly. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And you can get involved in the discussion right now by calling the listen line on TalkScreen Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. Amazing. These weeks are going by fast, like 90, going north. It is Monday. And not only do Mondays and rainy days always build me up, Mondays is Female Monday. All my life, I had to fight.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
All my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
Amazing.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
A spiritual battle is not physical, it's spiritual. A battle between good and evil. It's all about that. But if you can't see, you're going to think that it's a physical battle. And as a result, you're going to want to go and fight and pretend that you're winning, all for the thrill of it. It's a mess. We dealt with this past Sunday, yesterday, in the fellowship, we dealt with the last week biblical question: what's the difference between animal nature and human nature? Human nature is animal nature, a nature without self-control, self-contained. It's a very selfish, violent nature, human nature is. And it only think about itself. There's not one other person on the planet that human nature think about at all. It's all about self. In every aspect of life, parents and children, so-called friends, husband and wife, workers and co-workers, even the human nature that is now descendant to an animal nature, don't even care about animals, as the animals don't care about them. It's all more that fake love, emotional love, that's not even love, but hate. And it feels like love, what you think love feels like, so you call it love. And it's not. It is separated from God. It lives on instinct and not reality. Like animals, they are created to just do what they do. And likewise, human beings, because evil become their God, they are created to do what they do. And nothing but destruction. There's no love in it at all. That's why when the fathers say, you can't even convince human nature that is wrong. You can't convince human nature that you don't love animals and animals don't love you. In the same way, you can't convince human nature that they don't love anyone and no one loves them, because they're so identified with the feelings, the thoughts and the feelings, they're convinced that what they feel is real. Even though it's up and down, even though it's very destructive, they still hold on to it. That's why you can only see the difference is when you, as an individual, one, decide the decision, because the decision you make affects how you live and who you are and what you are. The decision you make affects that, whether you descend into hell or overcome hell. And that's why the Spirit of Truth, God, the Father, said that he would give you a brand new nature, which is his nature and not the nature of an animal. The fallen nature, which is of an animal, is not of God. He would give you, he would literally change your nature and give you a brand new nature. Isn't that amazing? But you must start to see and admit to yourself that you're wrong. But human nature is animal nature. You will get a new nature, be renewed in the mind. When you rise above the animal nature. So they're the same. Humans become animals. And if you doubt me, prove me wrong. You can prove me wrong. Look at how human beings treat each other in the same way animals treat each other. They treat each other the same way animals treat each other. God said for us to love one another. Human beings love one another. You don't love them, one another, and you don't even love yourself. In the same way, animals do not love one another. And you train an animal to be a certain way, animals train animals. So it's the same. Human has fallen into an animal nature, and you have no love. You don't care about anyone but yourself. But you can overcome it. It's up to you. You can realize I'm sick of acting and being like an animal. In the same way you don't love your children, you don't love animals, and animals don't love you. All right? So you can overcome that. It's possible. You don't have to be you anymore. You don't have to be you anymore. And if you want to be happy, a lot of people are looking for happiness. I want to be happy. And so you're looking on the outside for happiness. If you want to really be happy, and this I promise you, if you want to be happy, stop being you. Stop being you, and you will be happy. You become happy. But as long as you're you, you're never going to be happy. Amazing, huh? So I have a brand new biblical question. A brand new. This year started out with a bang. A brand new biblical question. A brand new biblical question. What is the greatest display of power? What is the greatest display of power? What is the greatest display of power? For those men and women, these biblical questions are to encourage you to remember to stay present. Because it's difficult, especially when you first start out, or even when you start out and you get caught up in a thought and the feelings are there and you forget to come back to presence. What is the greatest display of power? One other quick thing I want you to know. Christ said, and I repeat, he who endure to the end shall be saved. You will enter into the kingdom of heaven. But you got to endure. You got to endure overcoming your fake friends, your so-called love for them and their so-called love for you, which they don't love you and you don't love them. You got to be willing to overcome your so-called fake friends and family members and all this stuff where you're holding on to for dear life and you're calling it love, and it's miserable because you're working overtime trying to make something happen that's not real. Anytime you try to make something happen, you're trying to create your own illusion. Life happens naturally and by itself, especially without your help. You got to be willing to let it all go, including your fake friends inside of your imagination, your head, your thoughts, your feelings, your fake fears. And you call your fears your friend. And you think that those fears inside your imagination is a warning sign. So instead of facing that fear and just going through it, no matter how rough, and just take it, and then die from it, you hold on to the fear. There are people who are afraid to face their own mothers. And they say, well, she's my mother. She's my mother. How can I tell her I resent her?
Oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings. Or she may not understand. Or she's too old. You're afraid. Not only to face the fear that you get from others, but to face the fear in yourself. How will you endure to the end if you're unwilling to lose it all? How? How will you die of the false self, the illusion, and rise up and live the reality of life if you don't face it? Christ said, and I repeat, keep my commandment. Follow me, pick up your cross, and follow me. And to love your enemy as yourself. To love your enemy. And anyone that treat the least of them without love is doing it to Christ and to God. Because you cannot love God and have one iota minute of resentment toward your fellow man. Because you, God, and your fellow man are one. You just don't know it because you're divided. You, as an individual, are divided or is divided, and you think that everyone else is divided. And they are, and so you don't know that you are just like everybody else. You believe you're different. You got to be willing, if you want, for those men and women who really want to be free. It's not for everyone. And you have a right to stay in your misery. Your life is a gift from God. And unlike human beings who give you gifts and then turn on you because they want something back from you, God doesn't do that. He gave you the gift of life, and he let you do whatever you want with it. It's up to you. You can live in your misery, your thrills, and your fears, and your doubts, and your worry, and the lack of love. Or you can be free and live in reality. It's up to you. So for those men and women who really want to be free around the world, you must be willing to lose it all. And to lose it all is not something you physically go and try to make yourself lose. But when you start to wake up, return to reality, there will be men and women in your family and outside of your family members, in your imagination and outside of your imagination that will turn on you. And you'll be afraid to lose them because all your life you've been using them and they've been using you. And now that you're changing, they will turn on you. And if you try to hold on to them, you will not endure to the end. You will stay in darkness. You will be miserable. You will be unhappy. It's up to you. You got to be willing to lose your husband, ladies, your wives, men, your children. You got to be willing to lose your fake friends. You got to be willing to lose your fears, your doubts, your stress, your worries, your suicidal thoughts, your up and down emotions. Feel good, feel bad, feel good, feel bad, feel this emotions. Your jealousy, your strife, your envy, your fear of death. You got to be willing to lose it all. And when you start to wake up, it's going to happen naturally without your help. Don't you try to do it because you would do it and it won't work. Because it'll be your so-called doing or power and not this power of truth that love you. It's a spiritual battle, folks. It ain't about color. It ain't about what you have or don't have. It ain't about, oh, life gave me a bad start. or you white, so you have white privilege, and your ancestors left you things. I'm black. My ancestors didn't leave me anything. It's not about that at all. That's a lie. Because it's not based on what you have or don't have. You can conquer the world and still be lost. Still cry at night. So you still can be jealous and revengeful and gossipy and lonely and lost. But in reality, none of those things exist. But you got to die in order to live from your fate, false self. So it's for those who want it. And if those who don't, you can live that animal life and attack people, attack yourself, and call it life. It's up to you. But this year, the men and women who want to overcome are overcoming, and they're going to love their enemy by not hating their enemy. They're going to pray for their enemies by wishing them well. And they're going to overcome their enemies inside of them. Your thoughts and your emotions. And you will rise and you will know what Christ knew when he was here and knows now. You will know. You will have the mind of God and no longer the animal mind. Your mind will be renewed. And you will have a clear mind. And imagine living a life, your whole entire life, and everything that you do with a clear mind. No second guessing at all. Isn't that amazing? It was made possible. Christ did it, and you got to do it too. So I suggest for those who want to be free, just pick up your cross and follow Christ. Follow the truth. And the hell with the lie inside of the imagination, and hell with the lie inside of others. Just don't resent them. They know not what they do. They are asleep. Imagine these people in my country, America, my home. You finally have a president of the United States of America, of which we have not experienced in our lifetime, putting America first, time and time again, in so many areas, not only foreign, but domestic too, with jobs and everything, shutting down the borders, and now he's getting rid of the illegal aliens that the enemies of America brought in. And they brought them in for selfish reasons, not because they cared about the illegal aliens at all, just as they don't care about the American people. But you have these people outwardly showing you they don't care about you, the voter. They're out of power right now, and all they want is power back because they're animals. They have animal nature. Just like you have animal nature and you only think of yourself, you see it in full display coming from the government, the liberal media, and the human beings who are out on the street protesting to stop the president from doing his job of what you ask him to do, and that is to put America first. Finally, somebody, please put America first, because when the border was wide open and you would see it in the media, all these people coming from around the world in droves, and you would tremble in fear. But you have forgotten about that pain, and you're working with the enemies that let them in to vote them in because you haven't had enough pain. These people out on the street fighting against ICE, who has been told to go out and put America first, protect the American citizens. And anyone that goes out and fight against ICE, against American self-interest, you deserve whatever happens out there. You get ran over, you get, quote unquote, whatever you put yourself in, you're the one out there doing it. Because you can bank on this one. From what I can tell, we never know what tomorrow's going to bring. This president is not backing down. He's not Barack Obama, the fallen Messiah. He's not the man that just left. What's his name? Before Trump? Biden.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden. He's not Bill Clinton. And he's putting you first. I remember the last time we had the riot, they had that riot over in Minnesota. They burned down everything around the country. They went around burning everything. And Biden and others did nothing about it, zero. They allowed your property to be destroyed, lives taken away, while shouting, Black Lives Matter. President Trump is not going to play that way. Sorry. Sorry in a good way. The worse you get, the more troops you're going to put out there, and they're not going to play with you. You put their lives on the line, the ICE life on the line, you put your own life on the line. They're not going to back down. Well, I won't back down. I won't be pushed around. He's not backing down. And you better be grateful. Because if these people, these Democrats ever get back in power again, you think what they did the last time around was bad, and it was, it's completely over. And they'll fight against everything the president. There's not one thing I heard them agree with concerning the president, because they don't want you to know he's doing that he's doing an amazing job. They just like the devil in your mind. The devil doesn't want you to know there is a God. The devil wants you to think that this is the only way, and that he loves you, and he cares about you, and he makes you feel it, and you call it love. The Democrats don't love you. The right-wing Republicans don't love you. The media don't love you. Just as your own family members don't love you. Christ came to divide, not to unite. And you try desperately to stay united in your fallen state, your animal nature. And you're never going to have peace. New York Times. Mounting outrage over ICE agents killing a female. We have what? I got to take a break.
We got seconds away from music.
Oh, the clock is off a little bit?
Oh, yeah, it might be.
Okay. After the break, I'm coming back. I have this for you and your calls and your super chats. I don't hear any music. Is it playing?
I said that it's going to start in mere seconds, and we don't have time to play that clip that you're setting up.
Oh, okay. Oh, amazing.
And there it goes.
When I come back, I will play it. It's amazing. Lay your weapons down inwardly, and you will not fight outwardly, except to physically protect yourself, but otherwise, there'll be no more fighting. 888-77-JESSE. Back in a moment. Check out my book, For Raised to Responsibility. I show you how I was able to overcome anger. The spirit of anger was taken away from me. I had it. And as a result of having anger, I was insecure. I had doubt, worry, fear. I was in a fallen state and didn't know it. And it wasn't until I went and forgave my mother who tried to turn me away from my father. I forgave my father for not being there and returned back to him. My spirit connected with his spirit, and through him, I was able to return to God. And I have perfect peace. Perfect love casts out anger. And when anger is gone, fear and doubt, worry, insecurity, suicidal thoughts, all of that is gone, and you are free. Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, or if you want an autographed copy, you can go to my website at rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-BOND. Amazing. 888-77-JESSE. Couple announcement. Women's Forum this Thursday night. The first one for 2026. And I am looking forward to it because they are amazing. The ladies are working on themselves. And they're hanging in and they're not giving up. The devil's not talking them out of it. So the ladies forum this Thursday night is always the first Thursday night of the month. All right, so unless I'm not in town or something. At 7 p.m., come on down, ladies. Don't forget to like these videos. Hit like. And support us on social media. I really appreciate your donations, your support to Barn and to the work we're doing here. Thank you for helping us to help others. I do appreciate it. Last year, I was a guest on the Sam Hyde show titled Plantation Values with Jesse Lee Peterson. They finally released the interview, the discussion. And you can check it out, all right? You can find it on YouTube or at www.mde.tv. MDE.tv. Check it out. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So check it out, Sam Hyde, the Sam Hyde show. They released it last week. Amazing. Check out the Hake Report, the Hake, H-A-K-E report.com, right after my show, Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. He's always on fire. And then after that, the American Anchor Baby. The American Anchor Baby is helping the Great White Hope to make America great again. Check them out from 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. All right? I want to quickly show you the animal nature. You have people in America. It's hard for me to believe that these people are American citizens, to be honest, fighting against our government, who is finally doing the job that we hired them to do. And these people are fighting against it because they believe the lie, and they are in a fallen animal nature state of being, and they believe the lie that that Donald Trump is doing the wrong thing, deporting people. And these people come. I saw one video of a so-called police officer crying over the illegal aliens, the Trinidad organization, whatever they call themselves, in the United States of America, my country, is gone. I want to show you the animal nature. New York Times. Mountain outrage. And this is a protest over the weekend over that female for being out there looking stupid, too. But mountain outrage over ICE agent killing the female in Minneapolis spilled into the streets across the country on Saturday. Watch this from ABC News.
Now to the ongoing immigration operations in Minneapolis and protests across the country after the fatal shooting of a young mother by an immigration agent in that city. People in Minneapolis are honoring the memory of 37-year-old Renee Good.
Tonight, the nationwide outcry over the death of 37-year-old Renee Good spilling into a fifth day. Demonstrations from New York to Los Angeles. And in Minneapolis today, ICE and Customs and Border Protection agents ramping up their operations, clashing with protesters. Demonstrators surrounding officers. Agents deploying what appears to be pepper spray. Before smashing through the front door of this home, leading a man out in cuffs. Agents transporting detainees to this federal building.
And a growing standoff outside this federal building in Minneapolis. Federal agents on one side, dozens of demonstrators on the other, all calling for ICE to go home.
Amazing. Did you ever imagine that you would see American citizens fighting for illegal aliens in America? Oh, and this Renee, this female that was allegedly shot by ICE agent, if she had been at home with her children or child, or however many she has, because now we don't know, she would probably be alive today. But according to the report, she decided she wanted to be radical. Your decisions, you should be careful of the decisions you make. They determine your life. Whether you degrade deeper into hell or you rise up to heaven. Really. Watch the decisions that you make, folks. If that heifer had not decided, if it's true, according to the stories, she became radical and was out there carrying on against ICE, according to the story, she would be alive today, probably. I don't know. Maybe she got into something else. ICE is doing its job. And thank God that finally a president just has a made-up mind, whether it's in Iraq or Iran or in Venezuela or the United States of America. He's not going to back down. He's not that emotional, girly-like president that the past presidents have been of recent. Amazing, huh? And CBS News has reported that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem vowed to send hundreds more ICE agents to Minnesota. I'm just right on. Daddy is home. Your dad is home to stay. And daddy is not allowing mama to destroy the children. Watch this from ABC News.
Today, Secretary Kristi Noem saying they're sending hundreds of more agents to the city and doubling down on her initial claim that ICE agent Jonathan Ross acted in self-defense when he shot Renee Good last week. That assessment made just hours after the shooting and before the investigation even began.
The vehicle was weaponized and it attacked the law enforcement officer. He defended himself and he defended those individuals around him. That is the definition. When there is something that is weaponized to use against the public and law enforcement, that is an act of domestic terrorism.
Noem's response only fueling more frustration. Lawmakers calling for transparency in the FBI's investigation.
How can we trust the federal government to do an objective, unbiased investigation without prejudice when at the beginning of that investigation they have already announced exactly what they saw, what they think happened.
What an idiot. That's the animal nature speaking right there. This female that I'm about to present to you right now, when I become president, she's going to be the very first person, number one person. The day after my inauguration, I promise you, I'm going to ship this heifer back to wherever she came from, Somalia or wherever, and take away her American citizen thing. On the very first day, it's going to be my first order. This is from Grok. So-called Representative Ilhan Omar, whatever it is, criticized an ICE agent federal shooting of a U.S. citizen. Watch this from CBS.
If they are saying that he has 10 years on service and is trained, he should know that you shouldn't be trying to get in front of a moving car. And it is not acceptable for Kristi Noem and the president and the vice president to make these kind of judgments without there being a full investigation.
Amazing, huh? This heifer, I think she lives in, is she from Minnesota? Nobody knows. I believe
Yep.
She's Minnesota?
Yeah, like a representative?
Right.
For Minnesota.
This heifer, just for those who might not know or have forgotten, was allowed to come into our country under the pretense that she was a refugee. Poor Ilhan Omar need help. They brought her into this country, alien, whatever you want to call her, into our country, and they allowed this heifer to become a representative in our government, and she truly have displayed that she hates America. I have never, not once, seen this lady stand up for America. Not once have I seen it. So-called U.S. representative from Minnesota, 5th Congressional District, since 2019, according to Wikipedia. Thank you. This female is in our government, a foreigner, a woman, a female that is not for America. Go figure. I saw that Alexandria Cortez female. They were asking her about this female that was shot by the ICE agent who appeared to be defending himself. Asked her about it. She like, well, something like, I don't have her exact soundbite, but something, well, anytime in America you shoot a mom, something's wrong. She said a mom, like this female was a good, decent mother walking down the road to the grocery store and somebody shot her. She made it mom, and if you didn't know what was going on, you just happen to be tuning into that and you hear that soundbite, you're gonna think the government killed an innocent mom. According to the story. This man that has been been accused of shooting this female for the ICE guy. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little ahead of myself. This is a video from X. The X post shared a video from January 8, 2026. Anti-ICE protesters in Manhattan showed a woman in a red jacket physically pushing against a slow advanced federal SUV to block it. Watch this from X. Amazing. I would have just driven really fast, and if she stayed, I would just bump right on over it like a bump stopper in the road. What was that? You jump in front of a moving automobile, what do you expect to happen? And then they'll blame ICE for that. They didn't make her go out there and jump in front of the truck and try to hold the truck back. Whatever happens, she's bringing on up on herself. And then they'll call her innocent mom. Oh, innocent mom. An idiot mother. The ICE agent that was shot that accused of shooting that female, 13 WHM ICE agent, is reporting that the ICE agent who fatally shot a Minnesota female in her car on Wednesday was previously injured by an illegal alien after an illegal alien rammed his car into him and dragged him for 50 feet. Watch this from CBS News.
What began as a planned federal immigration arrest took a violent turn in this quiet Bloomington neighborhood, and it was all caught on camera. According to a federal complaint, agents were executing a warrant for 39-year-old Roberto Carlos Munoz. They say Munoz entered the country unlawfully, and he also pled guilty to fourth-degree criminal sexual conduct back in 2023 for abusing a minor. Tuesday morning, agents pulled him over. Court documents say he repeatedly refused to comply before a federal agent took out his spring-loaded window punch with his right hand and broke the driver's side rear window. These images show the officer's hand in the vehicle. In this video, you can see the driver take off with the agent hanging from the car, dragging him 300 feet through front yards. These graphic images show the aftermath. A bloody agent who needed 33 stitches for his significant cuts. And now a political battle with a top Homeland Security official criticizing Governor Tim Walz, posting on X, instead of comparing ICE law enforcement to the Gestapo, Walz should be thanking our brave law enforcement. The Department of Justice says a request for Munoz to be held after that 2022 arrest was, quote, not honored by local authorities, and Munoz was released.
You don't hear anything about that from the liberals. They're not saying an innocent dad was dragged. You don't hear them saying that? And I don't know if the man or father or not, but you don't hear it. Innocent dad was dragged by, according to a report, an illegal alien. No, they pretend to love the illegal alien, not the dad. They pretend to love the stupid so-called mom that put herself out there, and she may her soul rest in peace. She did. I want my country back. It's not coming back, but what's wrong with wanting it back? I remember America when it was amazing, and it was amazing. It really was. 888-7753-773. Let me go to CORA out of Michigan. CORA, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, I really liked what you were saying this morning. That was really nice to hear. Just another encouragement to keep going and stuff. But
stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So as far as marriage, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I was watching the service and I was listening to the couple. And if I can remember correctly, there's definitely some similarities of her behavior throughout, like, me and my husband when we were dating, not so much when we got married, but we started dating 4 years ago and got married this past year, and we started off both very lost. And the only reason we got married is because we both started working on ourselves and forgave our parents. But I wouldn't say, I mean, of course, at first it was like, okay, this marriage is from Satan. But I just don't want to listen to that thought and believe that, because I know that we're both overcoming now. I just want to know if it's like doomsday because we came together lost. but then decided consciously to start working on ourselves.
But you're answering your own question by realizing and saying that you both are working on yourself now. And if you both are working on yourself, though you came together in hell, you're now overcoming that. You'll be just fine if you stay with it.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that didn't mean like doomsday for our marriage or anything.
Not
like
if you're
that.
working on, especially if both of you are working on yourself. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're truly,
It's amazing.
I'm sorry?
I said it's amazing.
Yeah, well, just stay with it, and doubt every thought. All thoughts are all lies all the time. And when you're thinking, you're being separated from reality. Stop thinking about.
That's crazy.
Don't hold on to those thoughts.
Well, I will say too is there's as I overcome, there's lots of I notice a lot more of me wanting something from him, no matter what it is, and I often watch that and realize it's actually only hurting me, and I let it go, but it can come on so intensely, and I know to watch it and everything, but he doesn't give in to my hell at all.
Beautiful.
He's really good about that.
Nice.
So it's amazing that he doesn't like feed that. But as I continue to watch that, it does seem to get less hard and heavy as I ignore it.
All you got to do is watch it, as you said, and do nothing about it, and just feel the fear. If fear come, feel it.
Yeah.
Stay with the fear. Live with the fear. Walk with the fear. Don't blame him for the fear or anyone, and you will die from that. And then there will be other thoughts, and you'll start to die from those thoughts, and you will be free.
I know we discussed before, too, is like there's this weird thing that's going on where, like, when he's clicking his controller on his game, I really cannot think why this is such an issue, but there just comes this heavy anger when I hear that clicking. I don't know why, and my brain wants to be like, what is this, and why do I care?
Because you want to control him. You want to, the evil in you want to control him. Leave that man alone, and you just work on you.
So, you know what, I did think about that, though. Is that because, like, I want to, like, go in there and bug him and, you know.
The hell
like,
in you want to keep him out of heaven.
Because he's at peace playing his game and relaxing.
Yeah.
And
amazing. Stay with it. All right, Cora?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Amazing. I got to take a break. Hate news, not the fake news, is coming right now. When I come back, 2 more hours to go, right to your phone calls right after this break. Back in a moment. I recommend you get a copy of my book, From Rage to Responsibility. I write about how the spirit of anger was taken away from me 29 years ago. I forgave my mother who tried to turn me away from my father, and I returned to my father, and through him, my father on earth, and through him I was able to return to God. No man or woman can return to God unless you go through the Son. And men are sons of God. There may be weak, pathetic examples of it, but it's the spiritual order of life. God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. So get From Rage to Responsibility. I write about that. Go to my website, rebuildingtheman.com, for an autographed copy, or call 800-411-BOND. And donate to my nonprofit, Bond, the Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny. We are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man.
A whole lot of mess going on in this old here world. When she's crying, she's lying. Indeed, it's true. You can get your t-shirt at jesseleepeterson.shop. jesseleepeterson.shop. This is the end of hour 1 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Female Monday. Shout out, ladies. We love the females. If we love anybody, and everybody loves Mondays, right? The lines are full. You can call in every so often just in case a line opens up. But it is hake news, not fake news. JLP will be right back to your calls, more great stories, and we'll get to your super chats as well. We saw them on yesterday during church and even before church, and this morning. Very cool. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN reporting, Greenland's untapped mineral wealth has put the island at the top of our greatest president, Donald J. Trump's wish list. With opposition growing, he's escalating his rhetoric and is now threatening to take the territory the hard way. Nice. And over in Iran, have you heard about those protests and riots, really? It's out of control. More than 500 people have been killed in Iran as Iran enters a third week, pardon me, I spit, of nationwide anti-government protests. A communications blackout imposed by authorities. It's now lasted 3 days, and demonstrators have spread beyond Iran's borders. In Los Angeles, a person was detained after driving a U-Haul truck through a crowd of anti-Iranian regime protesters, striking a man who was treated at the scene for, thankfully, just minor injuries. Meanwhile, President Trump said Iran had, quote-unquote, called to negotiate. Nice. As his administration considers potential military options for intervention. Iranian officials warned that American military and commercial bases would be targeted in retaliation if the United States intervenes. So they got to negotiate. Negotiation is better than all that mess. And Minnesota, remember that ICE shooting? We talked about it earlier this hour on the Jesse Lee Peterson show here. Hundreds of additional Border Patrol officers headed to Minneapolis. They're not getting the blank out. They're getting the blank in. As tensions flare following an ICE-involved shooting last week, justified, seemingly, in my view, that left a 37-year-old mother dead. Rest in peace. You did it to yourself. Videos of the shooting is still emerging in the Minnesota officials disputing the federal account of the incident because the Minnesota officials are communists, and communists always lie. While calling for greater transparency, give me a break, more than 1,000 demonstrations planned across the United States in protest over the weekend of the Trump administration's righteous immigration crackdown in Minneapolis and elsewhere. Saturday's protest in the Twin Cities, that's Minneapolis, St. Paul, I believe, something like that, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Drew a crowd of thousands to the street where the shooting took place. Mess, huh? Speaking of mess, Venezuela getting cleaned up maybe? President Trump Sunday signaled a willingness to meet with Venezuela's newly sworn-in so-called president, that female gal, right? After the capture of the ousted leader Nicolas Maduro, because he was kidnapped or extradited. Trump is also set to meet this week with Venezuelan opposition leader and 2025 Nobel Peace Prize winner Maria Corina Machado. He expressed doubts about her ability to lead a post-Maduro government. There was a man who supposedly lost the election, but he actually had supposedly won the election, and he was a better opposition leader, maybe. Don't know. This comes as the Senate is expected to vote in the coming days on a measure to limit Trump's so-called war powers in Venezuela after he ordered the Maduro operation without lame-o congressional approval. Oh, Lord, do you want to hear about the Golden Globes? Too bad, you're going to hear about it anyway. The 83rd Golden Globes took place yesterday, celebrating the biggest hits, some of them, in film and TV from the past year. Paul Thomas Anderson's dark comedy, I think it's a musical, one battle after another, had a huge night. They won 4 trophies, Best Musical or Comedy, and other stuff. I'm James Hake, now back to JLP. Hour 2.
To stand up strong, ain't the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way, I know we can find a way, I know know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. It's the second hour of the show today, and you can get involved by calling 888-7753, 773-888-77 Jesse, Jesse, Jesse. And my biblical question, oh Lord, another doozy for those who want to wake up, to overcome your thrills and your misery. What's the greatest display of power? What is the greatest display of power? Power. What is it? What is it? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about doing whatever it is you're doing, and you just can't sit and watch the show, but you would love to continue to listen while it is happening, you can do it on your phone. Podcast, and then do it on your phone, and while you're traveling around or doing whatever it is you're doing anywhere in the world, you can be listening to the show by calling the listen line on TalkScreen Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. And we're going to get to your super chats too. It is Monday. Second hour Monday already. It is, because we love the females, it is Female Monday. All my life, I had to fight.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
All my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
Amazing.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
For so long. I want to go to the busy phones. I want to go to Jay, a first-time caller out of South Florida. Jay, you are on the air.
Hello.
Hey, Jay.
Can you hear me?
No.
Oh. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning, Jay.
How's the weather there in California?
I'm sorry?
How's the weather?
Amazing.
All right. We're having a beautiful day here in South Florida.
Right on.
I met you a few years ago when you came to Orlando for a men's conference.
Right on. Amazing.
Yep.
Did you have a question for me now? Or comment?
Yeah, I wanted to chat.
No time for chit-chatting, buddy.
I'm sorry. Why is life so tricky?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
I've been following you for years and years and years, And every time I feel like I want to pick up the phone and call you, I feel like I already know the answer because you're my grandfather, right?
No.
So, well, my grandfather.
Okay, in your mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
in my mind, you.
Are you on
feel
a
like,
Bluetooth or speaker?
Am I not clear?
Are you on a Bluetooth or speaker?
I'm trying to fix it as we speak.
Are
I'm
you
that
on?
guy.
Are you on a Bluetooth or speaker?
It's on the speaker right now.
All right,
but
hold
I'll-
on, Jay. Don't hang up. I'm gonna let because hey y'all, do not be on a Bluetooth or speaker while on the show. All right, it doesn't come across well. I'll come back to Jay. Don't hang up. Let me go to Julia. Julia out of Northern California. Julia, you are on the air.
Happy Bond Day, Jesse.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. My last name's Bond, so I have a happy Bond Day always.
Oh, amazing.
I was thinking, I've been on hold. Demonstration. Look how it's spelled. Anyway, my worker, who has worked for me for 10 years, has had 10 animals. And it's gotten to the point where I've noticed, since I've been doing the silent prayer and I'm coming into the right knowledge of who I am and living life, and seeing that her attitude towards people is, I want to be with my dogs because the dogs don't talk back. I can control the dogs. I can't control people. I can't handle being around people. So whenever she's around me or comes around me, she has a instinct attitude. I can feel this. I can feel that. It's gotten to the point where I'm in the car with her, and I don't even feel safe with her anymore. She doesn't know how to handle normal situations that any of us would go through driving in a vehicle. I'm not sure really how to handle it anymore. I've gotten to the point where I've called to get a list. Now, this is somebody I'm really close to. I've treated her like a daughter, and she's probably taken advantage of that too. And I've loved her through it all. But the more I do the silent prayer, and I've been working on myself for almost 2 years now. I'm really new to this, and I don't know how to handle her being around me, because she's treating me like I'm an animal, and I'm seeing it in real life play out.
And your question for me is what?
How to handle it.
And who is this lady?
She is my worker. I'm disabled.
Meaning that she worked for you? Oh, you're disabled and she worked for you.
Yeah.
So why don't you let her go and get yourself another disabled worker?
Yeah. Well, I was in the process of that.
Why have you let her go and just get another disabled worker?
Because I have to have a worker before I let her go.
But why have you done that? I'm asking.
Why what?
Why haven't you gotten another worker by now and let her go? If you're having all those issues with her.
Well, they haven't sent me the list. They were supposed to email it. I called last week, and they were supposed to email it to me and mail me a copy so I can get it in the mail. A list of people that I can call to work for me.
Right.
Because I don't have somebody I can just call.
Well, just
and
stay
come
on
work
them.
For me.
Stay on them until you get the list so you can find someone and let them go. Why are you treating a worker as though she's your daughter?
Well, it was prior to me doing the silent prayer and learning about what I did.
Yeah.
And becoming like family. You know how that goes? You're
but she's
like
not
friends.
she's not your family, and she's not.
No.
So don't even pretend that she's a family member. She's not. Because even with your own blood family member, they'll do the same thing to you.
Yeah, and since I've been doing the silent prayer and listening to you and realizing that everything we've been taught all our life is a lie, and having to reschool myself and knowing that, the display of power is knowledge and using it wrong on everybody.
Right.
So with the silent prayer and forgiving my mom, I forgave my mom and my dad after death. They died, and I didn't get a chance to forgive them because I didn't know about it. But I know that it would have been easy to do it with my mother, and I hear a lot of people have a hard time with that. But what I'm having a hard time with is understanding the forgiving my parents and forgiving my mom. I have things that come up with my mom that I don't remember, and then they come up, and I'm like, wow, that really made me angry. That really made me angry. And these things I don't remember until I've been doing the silent prayer, and these things are coming to me, and I didn't realize that made me angry about my mother.
Well,
So,
now that you see it, be grateful to see it, but realize you're wrong for resenting her. She couldn't help herself, and drop it, because as long as you resent your fellow man, you got to resent God.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was part of the thought thing.
Yeah, when
like
the thoughts
the
come,
thinking
let them
thing.
pass. Yeah, let them pass. Don't call them you. Just see it and let it go. Don't hold on to it.
Okay, because it's the same memory that keeps coming up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, do I have to forgive this? What's going on?
No, it's just tempting you to believe that it's you so you can stay angry. Evil doesn't want to let you go, so it tempts you to remind you of a so-called past or future so that you can't go free. So let it pass. Don't hold on to it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, these memories that come up that you don't remember that have been a turning point as a child. It can be really deceiving. I mean, it comes up a lot, and then you let it go and it comes back.
Right, but just be aware. Eventually, if you just be aware of it, do nothing about it, feel the pain of it, if pain comes, fear or whatever happens, be aware, endure the pain so that you can die, the false self can die, because you are not the pain, you're not the thoughts, and it's happening in the body, but you're not your body.
Okay.
Then just stay with it.
I'm doing really good.
All
I
right.
appreciate you, Jesse.
All right.
And congratulations on your new release. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Stay with it.
Okay.
All right. Amazing. 888-77 Jess. Let me see if Jay ready. Jay from South Florida. Let's try it again. Go ahead.
Hello, Jesse. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's much better, Jay.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I am calling today. As I said, I'm first-time caller, long-time listener. And when I say that, I don't mean, I don't do silent prayer. I hear all these people call and say, they've been a long-time listener and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm nervous now for some reason. Crazy.
Amazing. Let it pass. It's just a thought. Just
Jesse.
Yeah, your question for me is what?
Why is life so tricky?
Oh, yeah. What do you mean by life tricky? What do you mean?
every time I am working along life and am doing everything I feel like I'm supposed to be doing,
Mm-hmm.
I just catch, the demons are just coming after me, and it's just tricking me into thinking those thoughts.
Well,
So
that's not life that's doing that. That's the spirit of evil doing that. It doesn't want you to be free, so it's going to always try to put up a roadblock and keep you from returning to the spirit of God. And so when those thoughts come, don't call it life. That is not life. That's hell. It's death. And just be aware of them and don't communicate with them. Don't call them you. Don't fight against it. The awareness is all you need. And it's the awareness that's coming from the light, and the light will destroy the darkness.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Jesse. That's all I needed.
You stay with it, Jay. Just stay with it and don't call it you. Don't call it life, because it's not life. It's just you're being tempted, and I'm repeating myself, but you're being tempted by thoughts, and all thoughts are all lies. They're coming straight out of hell. They're not you.
Thank you, Jesse.
All right, buddy. Stay with it, all right?
I got it.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Right
Thank
on. Okay. Super chat. There's a line open, 888-77 Jesse. Super.
Over on YouTube from Bond, Ohio in the house, says Joseph.
Ohio in the house. Amazing. Thank you.
M. Hands says he gifted 5 subscriptions to Jesse Lee Peterson on Rumble.
You got to know how to rumble. Thank you.
G. Fontes, 119 on Rumble with the Rumble rant in church. The secret is not that it's a quote-unquote flat earth, but it's that it's a fat earth, says G. Fontes.
Amazing. Thank you.
Shout out to Greenwall and Beta Legs. Greenwall is celebrating a 13-month sub streak over on the D-Live crew, and Beta Legs celebrating a 58-month sub streak.
Amazing. Thank you all.
crew.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Birdie Bound B bought a couple of coffees, saying it's amazing how humans can have everything, a few coffees actually, everything they could ever need and not know it because they can't see their hands.
I rest my case. Absolutely.
It's amazing how trying removes the fun, says Birdie Bound.
You don't need to try, folks. You need to be. And being will work on your behalf. Amazing. Thank you.
Ad-lib Queen, here's $5 for the man and the couple to run away. My contribution to your divorce. Get out, says Ad-lib Queen.
Yesterday's fellowship was enlightening. It was amazing. Rebuildingtheman.com/church. Rebuildingtheman.com/church. You can podcast. It's for all those men and women who want to overcome evil. And you're going to see that every human being on the planet have the same problem because it's the same spirit, evil. And then when you overcome evil, you have the same life. Good. Amazing. Thank you.
Very nice. And over on pilled.net, Mr. Zoe donated 222 gold pills with no message.
Amazing. Thank you, Mr. Doe.
Mr. Zoe.
Zoe.
T-Z-O.
Zoe.
Pardon me if I'm butchering his name. You probably pronounced it better than me.
I rest my case.
PLT414, Jesse is one of the greatest prophets of our time.
Amazing. Thank you.
Skip Laug, JLP is the great black Moses, freeing people of the vain dark minds. Promised land is within ya.
That's for sure. Everything that you're looking for is in you. It is not outside. I notice that a lot of people read the Bible or the Quran or the Torah or the whatever book, and they take it literally. They never go beyond the pages of the word. They are stuck on the letters instead of going beyond that and going with the spirit of the letter. They go with the word and they get stuck. That is mind-blowing to me. They literally take and they're like, oh, the Bible is the truth. The Bible is the word. And they stuck on the word and they lost. They never find the spirit of it. Amazing. Thank you.
Very cool. Pink Cat Man. Let go, be still, and know God. Be present, don't judge. Catch the first thought equals amazing.
How sweet it is. Amazing grace. Thank you.
Faith to Sight. Welcome, Bond supporter. Monthly on the YouTube channel.
Right on. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it.
Peter 80. Thank you, Jesse and the team, for the best fellowship on this side of heaven. Amazing.
And thank you for helping to make it possible. Thank you.
Faith to Sight with a super chat. No message.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
Cold Burger Art.
Cold Burger Art. Every time I hear that name, I think of Mr. Dillon.
Nice.
Gunsmoke.
I wonder why.
I don't know. It just sounds like a tough cowboy name.
Yeah.
Mr. Cold Burger Art. Can't you see him riding town on a horse, guns on both sides? And he's like the sheriff of these here town. Everybody like in fear. Amazing.
He is a Anglo-Saxon cowboy. Cold Burger Art says, wow. What a busy Sunday fellowship. Bless all the married couples. Been through the same battles. It gets easier. Demons walk right past or even away from this doormat. Strong black arm. Jesse face emoji because he's a member so he can put Jesse's face in the emojis. Thank God and Bond.
Thank you and thank for your support. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Amazing. Amazing fellowship yesterday, folks, if you didn't catch it. And then for all those people who came from out of town. There was one guy from China somewhere, right?
Yeah, Thailand.
Thailand. All the way from Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
And from the North Pole. South Pole or North Pole? Alaska.
Alaska is the North Pole.
Amazing. Thank you all. Amazing. Stay with it.
5 coffees from Eric. The ego weeps for what it has lost. The spirit rejoices for what it has found.
I rest my case. That's deep. Thank you.
Elise. 3 coffees. Have a blessed week. Endure, endure, endure.
This year theme is to endure to the end. He or she who endures to the end shall receive, not might receive, but shall and will receive the kingdom of heaven. Salvation from within. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Elise. Lori, 3 coffees, amen to church. Liked when you said paradise is lost and found in the mind.
It is.
Deep BQ answered, the greatest display of power is...
What's the greatest display of power?
Love, real love. God's love sending Jesus to die on the cross for us. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, and I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. Stay with us, stay with us, stay with it.
Truth for Jesus bought a coffee saying, Truth for Jesus bought a coffee. Hey, did I just make you say it twice? Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
Amazing. Thank you.
Someone, hey, thanks for reading this, GM. Good morning, JLP. Watching my son do all the things you suggest men never do. As I see the truth, I feel the ego big time. Many thoughts about this float through my mind. It's hurting so much in the body. I keep thinking of carrying my cross all the way to Calvary, no matter how long it takes. Is this the right line of thinking on this?
About his son?
I guess about his ego. I don't know if his ego is what's hurting regarding because of his son doing all these errors.
Well, I know what you mean about you feeling the pain for your son, if that's what you're saying. But in reality, you should not be feeling your pain for your son or anyone. Period. All right? So don't let that pass for sure. And you just work on yourself. Wish your son well, because he's going to have to go through his hell now. And maybe he'll wake up and go through the hell and enter into the kingdom. Amazing. Thank you. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Thank you, someone.
Yeah.
Marilyn, 3. Jesse, you are changing people's lives. Yesterday's fellowship was so deep. Thank you for all that you do.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. And I really appreciate y'all supporting us here to help our work. I know I have to remind people sometimes, but you get help. Look like you just naturally give back. But thank you so much.
Steve R. on Cash App. That's Bond JLP on Cash App. Good job.
Thank you, Steve. Amazing. Steve R.
Yep.
Amazing. I got to stop there.
We'll read the rest later, guys. Thank y'all.
Amazing. Thank you all so much. Let me go to first-time caller out of Florida. Lucia out of Florida. Lucia, you are on the air.
Okay. Hi.
Hey,
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Lucia. Lucia, why don't you do your sister Will?
How are you doing, Jesse?
Hey, Lucia.
Hello?
Go ahead. I can hear you.
I said, how are you doing, Jesse?
Oh, all is well. It's amazing.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm calling because I've been married for 8 months, and I wanted your advice about how to overcome anger and pride, and I want to be a good wife towards to my husband.
And do you have anger toward him now?
Not now. Like sometimes I take like things personal when he tries to correct me. Like, yeah.
And why do you take them personal?
I feel like I'm offended in that moment.
You feel like you're offended?
Yeah, that's what I feel in that moment when he tries to correct me. I know he does it in a right way to tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
And I take it like too personal, like in the moment.
Were you that way when you guys were dating?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Did you act that way when he was dating you as well? Did you get mad while you were dating him when he tried to correct you? Did you take that personal?
No, it's like everything came up like after marriage. Like, you know, like we all discover each other. Like I would see the true myself and like the true angry person like myself. I never seen this, like, you know.
Yeah.
And
When you were dating, you had that showcase personality. You didn't let him see who you really were. And now that you are, but now you're married and the showcase personality is disappearing. Let me ask, have you gone and forgiven your mother?
I did forgive my mother like this year and my dad. I gave them a call because they live in Italy. So I did forgive them. But I had a conversation with my dad. I did forgive him, but he was like, okay. Like he also didn't grow up with his dad.
Right.
He grew up with his mother. So I think like the things like how he always used to teach me was like, don't let a man to take control over you. You should be like the strong woman. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Like that's what I was taught since a young age with my dad.
Your father taught you that?
Yeah, my dad taught me that.
What a setup.
Yeah.
Did you forgive him for teaching you that?
Yeah, I did forgive him. But every time when I mention that, I said, look, I'm sorry for resenting you about all the things that he like done. And he was like, I never done that. And he would try to change everything. But yeah, that's the thing.
Oh. Well, you don't have to apologize anymore. Just realize he couldn't help himself. And then when the thoughts come about it, let them pass. Don't call them you. Don't argue with them, the thoughts. Just be aware. And if you get pain, feel the pain, but don't call the pain you. Hold on for me, Lucille. Let me take a quick break.
No.
Hold on.
Okay.
A quick break. Back in a moment. Check out Punchy's Coffee. I have my own coffee now. Punchy Coffee is good. Every bag is roasted to order. Freshest flavor. Top quality. Specialty grade beans. Good. Every dime goes back to Bar, my nonprofit. And we are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. So when you're drinking coffee and enjoying it, just know you're helping somebody. Amazing coffee. Punchy has his own coffee now. What the? And it's so good. All the way from the plantation to my own coffee. Who would have thought? Did that coffee come from the plantation? Did I pick my own coffee? Check it out. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/stores, and get Punchy's coffee. Amazing, moving right along. Announcements. I do personal shout-outs for you folks. Whatever the shout-out is, I will do it for you. And those shout-outs, amazing. Birthday shout-outs, encouragement shout-outs, congratulations shout-outs, Happy New Year shout-out, whatever the shout-out is, I will do it for you. Go to Cameo, cameo.com/Jesse Lee Peterson, cameo.com/Jesse Lee Peterson, and check out Punchy TV, Punchy, Punchie, Punchy TV podcast. Amazing stuff is happening there. Amazing. It's we do brand new episodes there every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. 2 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Central time, and 5 p.m. Eastern time, all right? Punchy TV. Check it out. And don't forget to like the videos. Hit like. Like the videos. And the women's meeting this Thursday, ladies. It is the first Thursday of the third Thursday of the month. For ladies only at 7 p.m. Come on down. And you will not be disappointed. The ladies are working on themselves, and they are amazing. Let me go back to LUCIA out of Florida. So, LUCIA, when the thoughts come about your father or anything, your husband, when they tempt you to get mad at your husband, don't give in to the temptation. Be aware of it. Do nothing about it. Feel the pain of it. Feel the pain. Stay with the pain. And then you will die from that false self, and you'll be free.
Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you got to just stay with. Are you doing the silent prayer every morning, every night?
Not really, to be honest.
Well, how do you expect the Spirit of Truth to help you if you're not obeying it?
I will start doing it then.
So how are you expecting to get help when you're not doing what it tells you to get the help?
Yeah, you're right about that. Like, I cannot wait for help, like, if I'm not doing the help myself.
Right, that was a question. How you expect to get the help if you're not doing what it says? The Spirit of Truth says to put me first, the truth, put it first over everybody and everything, and pick up your cross and follow me, and He will take care of you. If you don't put Him first, how can He help you?
Yeah, I will start doing that.
But if you don't put Him first, how can He help you?
So, you mean like doing the silent prayer?
Yeah,
mostly?
practice staying present. If you don't do that, how can the Spirit of the light, how can it help you if you don't do what it tells you to do? How can it help you?
It can't at all.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about the Spirit of Truth, God. He's not going to help you if you don't do what he tells you to do. He says, put first thing first over over everyone and everything, including yourself. Put the truth first. Seek first the truth, and all things will be added unto you. So put that first by doing the silent prayer, staying present, and do not go with the darkness, the thoughts, and the feelings. Don't follow that. Be aware, but do nothing.
All right, Jesse. I will do that. I will start doing the silence prayer. Should I do it like morning and night, 2 times a day?
You should do it first thing in the morning when you first wake up, and then the last thing at night before you go to sleep. But during the day, practice coming out of those thoughts when you find yourself. Let's say your husband says something and it hurt your so-called feelings, right? Now you're in your head thinking about him. Oh, I can't believe he's so mean. How can he say that to me? He's supposed to love me. Watch those thoughts, but don't call them you. Come back, bring your mind back to present, your body. Be aware of your body, and you will be present.
All right. I will do that. I will do that. Thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome. Let me know how it goes.
I will call you back, let me see how it goes, and I will call you back.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you, Jesse. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you. Amazing. 888-77-JESSE. Brandon out of Canada. Brandon, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Brandon.
It was an amazing fellowship yesterday.
Are you back in Canada already?
Well, actually, I wasn't there yesterday.
Oh, you wasn't there yesterday?
No, but I wish I could.
There was someone else from Canada. Okay.
Yeah, maybe it was another Brandon, but I wish to come soon. So
yeah, it was amazing. Check it out, folks. rebuildingtheman.com/church. You can podcast that.
Yeah, and it's really nice, like the way it's made and the way that people are able to, talk to each other and everybody share their experience.
Yes.
And I've noticed lately that in the past fellowships, because I remember a few weeks ago you said that they had to start writing down a few things during the week because they had to bring stuff too because you're learning as well.
Yes.
And I've noticed that in the last fellowships, they're bringing more stuff. It's interesting.
Oh, that's a good point. You're right. They're more. Yeah. They're not just coming to be taught, but they're also bringing. That's what a fellowship is all about. We're supposed to edify one another, not just come and let somebody just preach to you and then you go home.
Yeah, I was. I went to a church a month ago, 2 months ago, and I went in and everybody had like their eyes closed, and the pastor was just like praying and talking about love for like on and on for like 30 minutes. I just sat there looking at everybody, and I just looked at them like their eyes were closed, and they were really feeling it, and they were like, amen, but nobody was really talking. Nobody was really like sharing stuff. So I was like, whatever. I just got up and I walked out the door. Nobody noticed. They were like really into their thing, and they were Christians. But yeah.
What a mess.
Yeah, what a mess. But what I called for was actually about yesterday's fellowship, the enduring. I've been enduring the pain this week. It's been weird in a good way, meaning that when you endure the pain, you really feel like you're losing something and that there's nothing on the other side. It feels like you're really like throwing your life away, but I still I still stay with it, and it's like it's impossible to see on the other side until you're on the other side. And were you about to say something?
No, go ahead.
Oh, and yeah, until you're on the other side, and then you're like, wow. And when you say like you're gonna see the real you when the fake you disappear, it's like,
yep.
Yeah, it's like when you're on the other side and you finally see like when like you go through the pain instead of escaping the pain, because I've noticed like every girl I've been with in my entire life, they always been like a reflection of my trauma or a reflection of what I was going through. And instead of going through the pain, they were like my quick, easy way out of the pain. And I was just like using them to feel better. And it was like a cycle, always like repeating itself until I put a stop to it. And when you're on the other side, like it's like you see yourself for the first time, and my mind became clearer, and I start to see things differently about myself. Like, wow, I don't like that, or I don't like that, or I'm not really into that. And awareness, when it comes, it's like it becomes clear, and you don't have to question it anymore. You don't believe the thoughts anymore. It's like you just see, and awareness is amazing. Like, even before I listened to you, I stopped smoking because of awareness and drinking. I stopped watching the adult content too because of awareness, because one time I was like, what am I doing? I was just like, and I was like, what am I doing? That's so weird to be doing that. And it just like, I just like became aware of the action I was doing, and the awareness made it easy to stop it. Like the moment I became aware of it, I never did it, and that was like a few years ago. But that's just amazing. Like when you become aware, how easy it is to let go, because you see that it's not you, and the real you starts to, like, one step at a time, the real you starts to come out, and if you stay with it, it gets better.
Absolutely. So stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And you haven't seen anything yet, Brandon. It gets clearer and clearer and clearer to me. And the awareness, which is the light of truth, will destroy the darkness, which are the vices and the judgment and the fear and the worries and all that. It will destroy all of that, and you will have a clear mind. Stay with it, man.
Yeah, we're not playing with the devil this year.
Yeah, right on.
We're gonna kick his butt.
Enduring until the end. Thank you, Brandon.
And Jesse, last comment I want to say, you see the woman that got killed by ICE?
Yes.
Yeah, she was a lesbian.
Right, I heard.
Yeah, she was like with her wife when it happened. I just heard that, like, her wife was screaming like, "Oh, my wife is dead. That's my wife. That's my wife."
Oh yeah, that was all. Yeah. According to the story, I don't know what's true or not, but this lady gave up. This female should have been at home with the child rather than out trying to pretend she loved the illegal aliens more than she loved what's right. So she got what she deserved. She put herself in that situation.
Yeah, unfortunately she did.
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon.
Well, yeah, have a good day, Jesse.
You too, buddy. 888-7753-773. Let me go to first-time caller out of Iowa. Willow out of Iowa. Willow, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hey, Willow.
I'm a first-time caller, so I just needed advice on mostly my adopted mom.
Okay.
It has been very stressful with her. I got put into adoption when I was 5. And they immediately put me to therapy for my trauma and everything that happened. But then they started being really controlling. I mean, especially my adopted mom, really controlling. She put this is going to sound really weird, but she put a camera in my room at 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 18.
Okay.
I was able to get out. But she had it in there up until I moved out.
And you didn't know it?
Oh, I knew it was in there. She had it recording at all times.
Well, why did she do that?
She wanted me to be safe. I couldn't understand some of her reasoning, because stuff had happened in my past with my bio dad, and that's why he's in prison. And so she wanted me to be safe and everything, but then it just got out of control.
And did you have an adoptive father as well?
Yes.
And did you tell him about the camera being in there and what this lady was doing to you?
He actually knew everything that was going on, and he wouldn't say anything. He wouldn't stand up to her almost.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, he hardly really stood up to her at all. He always wanted to make her happy.
What a beta.
So we were, yeah.
What a beta. And so you saying you're out of there now? You don't live with them anymore?
I do not.
Oh, good. And are you on your own or what?
No, I live with my boyfriend.
And how's that going?
It's good. They do not approve of him at all.
Your adoptive parents don't approve of your boyfriend?
No.
Oh, okay. And why not?
Okay. So it's really how we met and how old he is.
How old is he?
33.
And you're 18?
Yeah.
And he's 33?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So your question, I'll come back to that, but your question about your adoptive parents is what? Especially your mother, is what?
Yes. So recently, she has been all over the place. She always wants my location. She wants to call me every second of the day. I had my first miscarriage a while back, and I thought she would be supportive of me going through all that. And what she told me was, good, you're not ready to be a mother.
Okay.
And that really struck me hard, because it's something that I've always wanted. She'd always told me that I was going to be a good mother and all this. And then when it came down to it, that all happened. And she goes, you're not ready. You need to get with someone your age. And it just never works out. And then before I was able to move out, she got the law involved with me. She sent me to a residential, and I was there for about 7 months, and it was hard to kind of manage all those emotions going on there.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, I knew immediately I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
And so I moved out and everything, and then I met my now boyfriend. And we're good and all. But she will bring God, my little sister, we're both adopted and everything. She was texting me on Mom's phone and everything, saying how I'm not going to get any inheritance and all this. I'm like, I don't care about that. I just want Mom's approval. That's all I've ever wanted.
And where's your little sister? Your sister, is she your real sister or adopted sister?
Adopted.
Oh, okay. And when you told her that, all you wanted is your mother approval, what did she say?
She goes, well, they always bring up the past mistakes that I have made. And she goes, well, you would have had if you didn't like move out whenever you were, because I moved out when I was 17, like a day before I turned 18, I moved out.
Right.
And they brought that back up again. We're like, you didn't even say till you're 18. I was like, well, you didn't. Like, they could have made me stay until I was 18. They could have like made me stay that one day.
Yeah.
And they just keep bringing that up. And then they haven't even wanted to even meet my boyfriend at all.
So they have never met him?
Nope, they haven't even wanted to. They are just now trying to. But it's all over the place.
And how are things with you and your boyfriend?
What?
How are things with you and your boyfriend?
They're really good. Everything between us is good.
Oh, okay. And so your question for me is what?
How do I deal with really my mom being this controlling and wanting to be in every aspect of my life and everything?
Now that you're 18, legally, does she have any control of you at all?
No.
Okay. Here's what I recommend, all right? And if you do it, if you stay with it, it will work for you. I want to encourage you to forgive your mother, your stepmother, your stepfather, and your father. Forgiveness means stop being angry. Don't be angry at them at all. They could not help themselves, all right?
Mm-hmm.
They were blind. They were doing the best they could do. Even though it wasn't the right thing, that's all they had. They had nothing else to give you. They don't have love or anything. So forgive them. Don't hold it against them. Don't judge them, meaning don't be angry at them. And then if you are free, you're an adult now, you're on your own doing your thing, I want to encourage you to block her from your phone. You don't need to be talking to her anymore. Just don't resent her. And I want to encourage you to never, ever, ever, as long as you live on this earth, look for another person's approval. You don't need this lady or anyone to approve you. God approves you. No human being, you don't need approval from another human being at all.
Thank you.
So don't try to get her approval, because as long as you try to do it, she's going to hold it against you, away from you, in order to control you. So stop doing that.
Okay.
Can you hold for me?
Yeah.
Let me take a break. Hold on. 888-77-JESSE. Man, this time hours. This is the third hour coming up already. The hate news right now. One more hour to go. Back in a moment. Steve, thank you for calling and thanks for holding. How have you been helped by the show?
I'm going to tell you this. I believe you might go down in history as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, black man that ever lived on planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know anybody before you that's been that great. You know, freeing the slaves is one thing, but you've been freeing people of their mind, which matters, it should be anyhow, to you more than anything else, because with the mind not being right, there ain't nothing else going to happen right anyway.
If you can doubt every thought because you're not your thoughts, if you can doubt every thought, knowing that you're not your thoughts, you don't create them, they're not from God, that they're from the deceiver, the great deceiver, Satan. If you can doubt every thought, you can be free, just like that. At an instant. Bring every thought into captivity. It's so amazing.
Exciting stuff happening in this old here world. I must say, I heard that Fed Chair Jerome Powell says that the DOJ has served the central bank, so-called, with subpoenas and threatened the Fed with a criminal indictment. Nice. This is the end of hour 2 already of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Female Monday. Everybody loves Mondays, and we all ought to love the females. The lines are full, guys. JLP will be right back to your calls. It is January 12th, AD 2026. And, ladies, the third Thursday of the month is coming right up on the 15th of January, I do believe, here, 2026 AD. 7 p.m. at Bon in Los Angeles. You can go to, if you need any other info, rebuildingtheman.com/events, or call the Bond office, 1-800-411-2663, 1-800-411-BOND. If you need any info, or you want to call, set up a donation, or set up a counseling session, private counseling session by phone, by Zoom, or in person. Very cool. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, reporting that the federal prosecutors have opened up a criminal investigation into the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, over his June testimony to Congress regarding the central bank's $2.5 billion headquarters renovation in Washington, D.C. Powell responded in a video Sunday calling the probe a direct result of his ongoing disputes with the Trump administration over interest rates. Quote, the threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president, unquote. So said Jerome Powell. The investigation highlights the tension between the Fed and the White House as Trump continues to challenge the central bank's so-called political independence. Very nice. Very cool. Everybody's been after the Fed. The independent-minded people have not liked the Fed for a long time. Representation matters, says Commie Nonsense Network, CNN. Autism advocates who support autism, are celebrating the release of the first ever Barbie doll who's on the spectrum, supposedly. The new doll, the autism spectrum, that is, whatever that is. A new doll joins Mattel's Fashionistas line, featuring Barbies with diverse skin tones, hair textures, body types, and health conditions. Degenerate, huh? And the NFL playoffs happening. The 49ers, Bills, and Patriots all moving on after a wild weekend of NFL player action, if you're into that mess. A young person, male, sophomore, I believe, 15 years old, something like that, is aiming to go to the Supreme Court, the so-called Supreme Court, not to be a justice, but to be a so-called transgender shot putter. He wants to be a shot putter gal. What a mess. In a transgender so-called sports case, Supreme Court is set to debate 2 appeals this week dealing with state bans on so-called trans girls, meaning boys, playing on women's teams, or girls' teams, really, right? In the case of high school, they're called girls because they're underage. And Japan diving into the new year with prayers and an icy plunge. Dozens of so-called worshipers plunged into icy waters at a Tokyo shrine on Sunday, honoring a centuries-old, supposedly, New Year ritual for purification and good health. It's vibes getting into that cold water, I suppose. The art of omission. The Smithsonian Institute has taken down details about our greatest president, Donald J. Trump's 2 phony impeachments from an exhibition at the National Portrait Gallery. Isn't that great? I think it's great. And scientists may have cracked a new clue about infertility per the far-left females at the Skim. They say the world loves to remind women that their biological clock is ticking. Born with a finite number of eggs, unlike the males, right? Men, anyway. And over time, their quality of the eggs declines. They just don't make kids like they used to because they're getting older and older before they have them. Terrible. Shout out. I'm James Hake. Now back to the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. Hour 3.
got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. Good morning. It's the third hour of the show today, and you can get involved by calling 888-7753, 773-888-77-JESSE, Jesse, Jesse. And my biblical question, brand new biblical question this week, what is the greatest display of power? What is the greatest display of power? Power. Everybody and their mama, if you're black, everybody and their mama, if you're white, want power. Power. The Democrats want power. And they'll do anything to try to get back into power. What is the greatest display of power? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're running around, you just can't sit and watch the show, but you would love to listen live anyway, but you got to go and take your kid to a socialist school called public school, or you got to go and whatever, work or work out or whatever, you can listen to on your phone. You can podcast, but you can listen on your phone by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. We're going to get back to your super chats here in a minute. It's Monday, the last hour of the show on Monday. And we take all calls, but every Monday is Female Monday. All my life, I had to fight.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
I bet you
All
do.
my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist.
I would
Thank
too.
you.
I would agree if you say so.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
It's a spiritual battle. It's a warfare between good and evil. It has nothing to do with the physical. It has nothing to do with the color. It has nothing to do with the past or the future. It has nothing to do with what you have or don't have. All right? The kingdom of heaven is within. I want to go quickly back to Willow out of Iowa. Let's see here. Willow.
Mhm.
Why do you want this your adopted mother's approval? Why do you want it at all?
Well, since my bio mom, I didn't really even get the chance to know her because she died when I was 2. So I'm kind of wanting that like figure almost, like just to approve of me.
I understand that. That makes sense. As a little as kids, you do want that. But now you're an adult. She's not going to approve of you. She doesn't have love. She can't help it. So drop the anger, and your approval will come from God. He approves of you, but you got to drop the anger so you can be one with Him while you're living, and you will see that you don't need anyone else's approval but the approval of God, and He already approves of you.
Mhm.
So stop. I understand as a kid you wanted that, but she doesn't have it to give. And the more you try to get it from her, she's going to control you and drive you insane. And so stop wanting it. And now that you're 18, you're out on your own, it's time to start growing up and developing or growing into your own life, okay?
Yes.
You don't need her now.
I really just have a hard time saying no to her.
Well, now start
because, yeah.
Because what?
Well, because of their approval, and anytime back home I would say no, there would be a huge fight and argument and a lot of yelling and screaming. And so just to really not deal with any of that, I would just do whatever she wanted.
Well, you stop that because you'll find yourself being that way with other people too. Forgive her. She couldn't help herself, so don't be angry at her. She couldn't help it, and you stop seeking approval from anyone, because if you do, people take advantage of you. You don't need anyone's approval. You just need to drop the anger and don't live in your thoughts. They're all lies. And speak up, but don't be angry, and you'll be fine. I promise.
Okay.
But you got to block her from your phone.
Mhm.
Are you able to do that?
I'm not going to quite do that quite yet.
And why not?
I have a couple family members, one in particular that is going through a really bad time. She has stage 4 brain cancer. And so I don't really talk to them very much, but I get updates about them through Mom right now.
But why do you need that?
I just want to make sure everything's okay with her, really.
How are you
she
going to
doesn't have very long.
How are you going to make sure everything is okay with her?
I mean, I have her husband's number. Well, no, I have her Snap, but I don't have Snap anymore. So, I mean, I could ask her for their number, but then she'd tell me, I know exactly what she did. She'd say, don't bother them. They don't need to be bothered right now.
So why don't you move on with your life? There's nothing you can do about this lady with cancer. There's nothing you can do about it. Just wish her well in your heart. And then if she should aspire, they'll let you know when she aspire. There's nothing you can do about it. But and all that your adopted mother is not going to give it to you because she want to have total control over you. She doesn't want you to be free at all. So you're asking the devil for help, and the devil's not going to give you help. Why don't you get your Snap back so you can call her, this lady's husband?
Okay.
You got to take control of your life now. You can't be controlled by this woman, because as long as you do that, you're not going to be free.
Mhm.
Can't you get your Snap back?
Yeah, I only really got rid of it because me and my boyfriend had talked it over, and I was doing things on Snap that I wasn't supposed to be doing.
Oh, okay.
That was related back to my past trauma.
Well, don't get the Snap back. Forget the Snap. But just wish this lady that has cancer, she's related to you?
Yeah, she's my aunt.
Your blood aunt?
Yeah, no, she's on my adopted side family.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, just wish her well in your heart and let God's will be done for her. There's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta move on with your life now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any disagreement with any of that? Any question about it?
No questions.
You're gonna have to drop. You're gonna have to block this lady from your phone.
Mhm.
Are you gonna be able to do that?
Yes.
And then, but again, don't be whatever has happened. That was then. It's not happening now. It's up in the mind. So don't be pulled into the past. And whatever you said your father did something to you. Whatever he did, forgive him too. It wasn't him. It was the evil that made a home in him too. So don't hold that against him either. Forgive your father too.
I mean, I've tried to forgive him, but then he says that he's never done what he did to me and what he made me do to my brothers.
How do you know he did it to you? You were so young. How do you know he did it?
I have vivid memories of everything that happened.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've seen pictures of what happened.
Okay. Well, forgive him so that you could be free. When you meaning that, realize it wasn't him. It was wrong. It was evil if he did that, but it wasn't him. It was evil working through him in the same way that evil is working through your adopted mother, your adopted stepfather who could not stand up to you, according to you, to his wife. The same evil that will work through you if you be angry and forgiven, and it will destroy you. So forgive your father. Yes, it was wrong, but he could not help himself. So God can forgive you, and his love will free you up, and you will have an amazing life. But you literally cannot resent anyone if you want to be free. You must forgive. That doesn't mean you got to go hang out with your father. You don't have to go visit. You don't have to send him a card. But you must forgive so you can be free.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't help himself. Something else made him do that. Something happened to him along the way, and he did not drop his anger, and he ended up becoming like what he hates. All people become like what they hate. Whomever they're angry at, they become like that too. So you can't be angry if you want to be free.
Yeah, I understand.
So you got to forgive your father too. You just realize he couldn't help himself.
Okay. Thank you.
What do you think about that? Forgiving your father?
That's going to take some time.
And why?
Because of how badly. I'm sorry. Because of how badly he has caused so much in my life. I mean, I'm still going to therapy for what he did to me.
But if you forgive him, meaning that don't hate him for it, and know that, yes, it was wrong, but don't hate him, you won't need therapies anymore. You'll be free. And no therapy going to help you if you don't forgive. You got to forgive because your body is healed, but your spirit is not. The real you is not healed because you haven't forgiven. And when you truly forgive by realizing, yes, that was awful. Yes, it was evil. Yes, it was wrong. But he couldn't help himself. Something happened to your father that made him become that way, and he couldn't help it. And if you forgive him, your spirit will heal, and you will forget it, and your spirit will heal, and you'll be free.
Okay.
But you got to forgive.
I will.
And because most human beings do not admit that they are wrong, don't expect him or Don't expect other people to admit that they're wrong. You know that it was wrong, that it was evil, but you got to also know they couldn't help themselves. They're controlled by evil too. Something happened that caused them to be evil, and that evil was driving them and made them do things that they didn't want to do. It wasn't them.
Yeah.
And so you got to forgive. As soon as you forgive your father, God will forgive you for being mad at him, and God will set you free from within, and you will have perfect peace in your mind, your spirit, your body, and everything. You, no matter what happens in life, you will never be affected again.
Okay. I think I can do that.
Yeah. Forgive so you can be free. It's time for you to have a good life now. And you don't want to go from one bad situation to another, thinking that you're getting into good situations because you're blinded by your anger. But if you don't have anger, you're going to go from one good situation to another good situation, to another one, and another one, and another one. You will have paradise on earth. But you got to drop the anger. I promise you, forgive your father, forgive anyone who have offended you, and you will have perfect peace. You'll be fine. It'll be as though nothing ever happened to you in your whole life. Because the memory will disappear, and you won't, because you're only judging them based on the memories of it. When you have thoughts about it, you react. But the thoughts will disappear. There will be nothing to react to. Forgive your father.
I will. Thank you.
You understand that clearly?
Yes.
And what do you understand about it?
That if I forgive him, like, a lot of the things will disappear.
Yeah.
All the hatred that I have towards him, which is a lot right now. Like, that'll all kind of go away, and I'll be able to live a happier life.
100%. I promise you that. If you forgive, I promise you, you will have an amazing life.
Okay.
I promise you that, Willow. You will have an amazing life. Never hate anyone for any reason. Speak up. And that doesn't mean you got to hang out with people and you got to kiss up at them. You don't need their friendships or anything. But you got to drop the anger so you can be free. Otherwise, that anger is going to make you make bad decisions and do things that's going to hurt you because you're going to be blinded by the anger. But forgive and you will be able to see, and everything you do will work out for you. You'll be fine.
I understand.
And one last thing, I want you to do the silent prayer. Do you know about the silent prayer yet?
Yes.
Have you started doing it?
Yes.
And any question about it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, are you doing it every morning and night?
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay with that. And then during the day, if you get caught up in your head thinking about the past or the future, come back to your body, be aware of your body, let those thoughts pass because it's evil that is reminding you of the past. So it can make you think that it's still happening now, and it's not. And it wants you to be angry. So stay away from thoughts about those things or anything. Stay present, and you'll be fine, all right?
Okay.
And I want you to call me, and I want to keep up with you and do what I can to help you. But you got to just forgive, stay with the prayer, and you're going to be fine, I promise.
Okay, thank you.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Are you going to block this lady from your phone?
Yes.
Are you going to do it today?
Yeah.
Good. Because based on everything you said, she's going to keep you in your misery, and she will never set you free because she loved the control that she has over you.
Yeah.
And you don't owe her anything. Have you grateful that she adopted you, but you don't owe her anything because you didn't tell her to adopt you. That doesn't mean that you now feel guilty because you owe her something. You don't owe her anything. Just don't resent her.
I won't.
Let me know how it goes.
I will.
Any other questions or anything?
No.
All right. Was this helpful for you?
Yes, it was very helpful.
In what way was it helpful?
So just knowing that I need to really forgive everything that happened to me.
Yeah.
And realize that it's not my fault because I always have blamed myself for everything that's happened. And realizing that I need to forgive helps.
Yes. And it wasn't your fault at all. It's never your fault what someone else does. It's their fault. It has nothing to do with you. And it's never their fault what you do. Whatever you do is your fault if you give in to evil.
Yes.
Amazing. So let me know how it goes. Keep in touch, all right?
I will.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. God bless you. You stay working on you.
I will. God bless you.
Yeah, drop that anger and all that therapy you won't need anymore once you drop the anger.
Yes.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't want to spend a lifetime in therapy. What the?
No. I mean, I've already been in therapy since I was 5. I think I'm done with therapy.
Right on. The therapist needs therapist herself.
Yes.
What a mess. Right now, you know more than the therapist. So you just stay present. Don't live in your head. Think about the past or the future. God is in the present. He's not in the past. He's not in the future. You stay with the truth. And I promise you, Willow, you're going to have an amazing life. Speak up, but don't be angry.
Got it.
All right. It's good meeting you. Call me again.
I will.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Amazing. You got to drop the anger. What happened then is happened then. It's not happening now. Stay present. Satan wants you in the past or the future because he knows if you ever stay present, he's going to have to flee from you. He can't handle the light. Haley is out of Massachusetts. Haley, you are on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning, Haley.
So I've heard a little bit of your story about how you reconnected with your father.
Yes.
And I would imagine it's like a positive thing.
It was amazing.
Right. So my question is, like, how do you know if that relationship is worth pursuing?
Meaning, what do you mean about worth pursuing?
I mean, I guess it is. I don't know if it's wise to, I guess, at least in my perspective.
Why do you think it might not be wise?
My dad can be quite immature, and so like when I try to have a normal relationship, he kind of takes it in a direction that I don't think is really doing anything for either of us.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
And did you grow up with him?
He left when I was in elementary school.
Oh, and why did he leave?
He found another woman.
And so how do you feel about him?
I forgave him. We had like we never argued before, but we argued this one time, and I found you shortly after, and then I forgave both of my parents after that. So I don't feel anything negative about him.
So then why do you want to pursue a relationship then?
I just suppose, so this was recent, me forgiving him, and we used to speak quite a lot, and I can feel him having resentment towards me, and I don't quite know what to do with it, or like I said, it seemed like it was such a good thing for you, and I don't know if it was like worth trying to get past whatever it is.
Oh, I see. And how do you know when you ask him about why you feel that he resent you, and why do you resent me? What does he say?
So the last argument, well, the only argument, it was, to quickly sum it up, I was in and out of the hospital like half the year last year, and I sent him a birthday gift because we don't live close, and he basically provoked me because I didn't call him on his birthday, and he was guilt tripping me about it. He admitted to me he was doing that, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he has these expectations, and like I said, he left when I was quite young, so I hadn't forgiven him yet when we had this argument, but I felt it was really hypocritical because he wasn't showing up for my birthday, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
And so I highly recommend that you forgive him, and it sounds like you are working on that. And then when you forgive him, if you want to call him and say hi, do it. But if you don't do it. Do not do anything out of guilt at any reason for anyone. You're not guilty of anything once you forgive. You're only guilty of unforgiveness when you don't forgive. But once you forgive, you're no longer guilty. And so you don't need to try to pursue a relationship with him or anyone. Let life happen naturally. With my father, I never resented my father. I always yearned for my father, as all people do. And my father always wanted to be with me. It never was a rejection from him at all. So when I finally started to see him, it just worked out perfectly because he loved me and I loved my father. And I knew that my mother was trying to keep me away from him for whatever reason. And so I've never had any resentment toward my father at all. So because I didn't resent him, I wasn't expecting anything from him either.
I guess I just don't know how to treat our relationship. Like, I don't know, like I've heard you say to some people to not talk to their parents anymore. And so I don't really know what's the right thing to do there. Because, I mean, we do have good conversations sometimes, but like I said, he always he'll start gossiping or like just, he also drinks. He gets very angry. And I don't really know that's, I don't mind it. Before that argument, I've always just kind of not engaged with that.
Yeah.
So I have no problem not doing that, but yeah, I don't quite know what's the right avenue to take with him. Like,
I understand. Hold on for me. Let me take a quick break, all right?
Okay.
Hold on. The Church of Chess is now open on DLive and Scratch Off on pills.net. I'll be back in a moment. So, here's what I recommend. I invite you to download my silent prayer.
I know some people have called in and they wonder if the silent prayer is working. And I just want to take a second and to tell them that it works. You just have to stick with it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I started doing before I even forgave my parents. And I was so depressed and suicidal at some times that I just would have to stop in the middle of my job or whatever I was doing and go into the silent prayer. And it really does help. Like, I don't have those anymore.
Amazing. You haven't seen anything yet. Doubt every thought. Bring every thought into captivity. Just let them all pass. Don't judge them. You haven't seen anything. It gets better and better and better and easier, easier, easier. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church. Okay, folks, welcome back. 888-775-3773. Quick announcements. The Hake Report, Hake report.com. The guy with the good hair. He white. You know how white people have good hair. He is coming up at the top of the hour, and I want everyone to check his hair out. Amazing hair. So he going to know now, everybody looking at the hair. So check it out from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. The Hake Report. On fire. He's not afraid. And then after that, energy given to him by God. The same energy that was given to the Great White Hope by God. The anchor baby got it. The American anchor baby. From 11 to 1 p.m., right after the Hake Report. He has a head full of nice hair, too, but he's Mexican. And I think all Mexicans have good hair. And it seems to last forever. Mexicans don't go bald, right?
Right.
I've never seen a bald Mexican that I can remember.
Only on rare occasion.
Yeah.
When they have some white in them or something. Some extra white or something.
I remember when I was a kid, I was born with a cleft lip, and no other black people had it. And so once I went to the doctor, and I asked the doctor, why did I have a cleft lip? Anybody else got it? No black person got it. He like, you got some white blood in you. A white doctor told me that.
Nice.
He said it's abnormal for black people to be born with cleft lips, but you have white blood in you. I'm like, what the?
Could be worse.
But I don't know if that's true that is abnormal because all those babies overseas with the cleft lips.
They're Africans?
Yeah, they're little Africans. They have it. And they have, they even have doctors on boats or borders or something.
Doctors Without Borders?
Doctors Without Borders. They ride these ships and they go over to Africa and they help the little blacks with the cleft lips and stuff. So I don't know if that's a white thing. It might be, but I don't know. But anyway, I don't even know why I brought this up.
Mexicans with good hair.
Oh, the Mexicans with good hair. The American anchor baby. Amazing. From 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. And the ladies meeting this Thursday, ladies, for ladies only, every third Thursday of the month. And believe it or not, this month is almost up already. The third Thursday coming up this week. If the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. And thank you all for your support. Go to rebuildingtheman.com and make a donation there. rebuildingtheman.com/donate or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. It's a 503c1 nonprofit. And you can also mail it in, check a money order, make it out to Bond, P.O. Box 35090, LA, California, 90035. P.O. Box 35090, LA, California, 90035, all right? Or you can scan the QR code to support Bond. scan the QR code to support bond. And thank you all in advance. Let me go quickly back to Haley out of Massachusetts. And as far as relationship, Haley, I want to tell you this about don't try to develop a relationship with your father or anyone. Let it happen naturally. Either it happen naturally or it doesn't happen at all. Life is was created to happen naturally through us. We're not supposed to try to make anything work. So get that out of your mind that whether you should create a relationship with your father or not, just don't resent him and don't feel obligated because you're not obligated at all. You didn't tell them to make a baby, so you owe them nothing except to honor them by not resenting them. Haley?
I can do that.
Yeah, just don't resent him. And if you talk to him, fine. If you don't, fine. But don't try to develop a relationship with anyone. Your relationship should be with God, with the truth first, and then all things will happen naturally. Just don't resent him. And when you don't resent him, you have love for him. But if you resent him, you have hate for him, and that's going to affect you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You went and forgave your mother?
I did. I forgave both of them.
What did she say when you went to her?
She got mad. She got a little mad. But I just kind of kept steering the conversation where it should be, and then I left the conversation when I felt like it was done.
Right on. The same thing with your father. Forgive. And you went to your father. What did your father say when you forgave him?
I feel like he took it better, but he also got a bit mad. Like both of them actually were like, "What do you resent me for? What did I do?"
What a mess! Well, realize that you're not responsible for their salvation. That's on them. Leave them in their hell. Don't resent them in their hell. They can't help themselves. And you move on with your life.
Yeah, I really do. Like, after I learned from you, like while I was in the hospital, I don't know why I felt like he kind of trained me to always answer his phone calls and stuff like that, where he'd get quite angry at me. So while I was sick, I'd have to speak with him on the phone for hours. And finally, when I stopped talking to him, I got better.
Yeah.
But so I forgave him, and he will, text me or call me and say, "Well, why haven't you contacted me?" and stuff like that. I'm just like, there's no reason. But he I don't know, he just kind of gets quite emotional.
I get so emotional, baby, every time I think of you. That's his problem, not yours.
Right.
Those are his problems. Never try to satisfy anyone's emotion. So just because he get emotion, that doesn't mean you owe him a phone call or anything. Those are issues that are inside of him, and you cannot solve the issues inside of anyone, not even yourself. That's why you have to surrender and let the Spirit of Truth resolve the issues inside of you.
Right.
So just because he get mad and yell and scream and kick and carry on, those are the things inside of him. In your heart, just wish him well and let it be mad in his own hell. It has nothing to do with you. Don't feel guilty and feel like you got to call and carry on a stupid conversation for hours about nothing.
so simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. God's ways are simple. His burdens are light. That's why he said, come to me and cast all your burdens on me. My way is easy. He will make your way easy to the point. I can't even express to you, Haley, how easy life will become to you, for you, will happen through you if you give up and let go and don't try to please the world at all.
Yeah, I guess I just was, because hearing your story again, I thought maybe there's something I need to do there, but I see now that I don't.
Not at all. Zero. My story with my father was different in that I've always, even as a kid, my grandmother told me who my dad was. And my father had been coming to see me and didn't let my mother know. And so I've always known who he was. It's just that as a kid, I would have to sneak around and visit with him and not let my mother and others know. But as an adult, I didn't care what they thought, so I just lived my own life. So my father and I got along very well the whole time. And my father was a beta, too. He was weak, but I didn't resent him for it.
Right.
And so you don't owe your dad anything but not to resent him.
Understood.
And even that is for you and not even for him.
Right. Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Is that clear to you now?
Yeah, I see it clearly now.
And how do you see it now?
I think I'm just gonna not think about it, and if it comes my way, I'm just gonna still be not engage, I guess, with his emotions.
Yep. Oh, and when the thoughts come about it, don't engage the thoughts either. Let them pass. Don't call them you. Don't respond to them at all. Don't argue with the thoughts. Just be aware of because all thoughts are all lies all the time. And again, you're not responsible for your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your boyfriend or husband or whatever. You're not responsible for somebody else's emotions. They are responsible for them.
Right.
And so you move on. And if you want to call him, call him. If you don't, don't. And if he asks, why do you call me? I called you. I didn't have anything to say. That's why I didn't call you. Because he's going to be talking about nothing anyway. Why waste your time having nothing conversations?
Oh, man. You're not lying.
People that have nothing to say love talking.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Yep.
So you could be honest.
I'd just be sitting here for like 3 hours and he's just complaining to me about people and he lives with his dad.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's so bad.
What a beta. So you don't have to listen to that. And you can say, you know what? I'm hanging up. I don't want to listen to your problem. I can't do anything about your problem. Bye. Speak up whenever and if you talk to him. But you're not obligated to let someone else throw their problems on you. It's because they get a thrill from that. And your father is getting a thrill from having someone to complain with. And if you love him, you wouldn't put up with that.
But it's enabling.
Yeah. And victims love hearing other victims' problem because they know you listen to another complainer about his or her problems because you think that, well, I'm going to be the next victim, so I need somebody to listen to my problems. It's all about that. But you don't need that because you're not a victim. You have no problems. You need to freely live your life and don't be listening to all that mess from other people. It's boring.
Oh, it is.
Don't
it's
let
like the same things over and over. They say the same.
They spend a whole lifetime complaining, and then they die. But don't let that interfere with your life.
Right.
Are you white or black?
What what do you think?
You sound white, but you may be an educated black.
I am multi-race, we'll say.
You
I'm 25% black.
Really? So you
Yeah.
black, white, Mexican, Asian, Japanese, Chinese?
I'm Portuguese. The black comes from Cape Verdean on my mom's side.
So your
My
mother's
dad's
black?
Oh, so we're very light. She is black though. She's half black, but we are white. Like no one would look at me and say I'm black.
So your mother is she light, but she is black.
Yeah, she's half black, and it's funny. We used to live underneath my grandmother, and she was black. So I grew up with both of them majority.
Oh, Lord.
And it was crazy. It was bad. It was so bad. They would fight all the time.
Yeah.
I would just be in my room.
And your father is white?
Yeah, fully white.
So
he's German and Portuguese.
Tell your father it's just time to stop being weak. He needs.
I don't get it. I really don't. His father fought in the war, got like a Purple Heart. His father before that was in the war. I assume they were very conservative, but I guess they moved.
His mother screwed him up.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with him. He has his mother nature. He needs to forgive his mother, but there's nothing you can do about that. So I got to run, but are you doing the silent prayer?
I am, actually.
Every morning, every night?
Yes.
You stay with that and practice staying present rather than living in your head, and the truth will make you free. I promise.
Thank you so much.
Let me know how it goes. You stay with it.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, but don't feel obligated to your father at all, and don't listen to his crap.
I will. I definitely will not. I never will think about this again.
Right on. That's right. Amazing. All right. Take care now.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye. Super chat.
Jack B on Cash App. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Amazing.
Amazing.
Exclamation.
I promise you all, those who are working on themselves, you stay with it. You're going to see that all your hell was always inside of you. And it has nothing to do with but the failing of your parents, so you became that way because of that. But only you can change. Nobody else has nothing to do with your issues. Amazing. Thank you.
Tanya J. Present in his presence.
So now?
Present in his presence.
Right
Tanya.
on. Stay with it. That's deep. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Amazing.
Tanya or Tania. Jim in Alaska came down to church yesterday.
Oh, Jim, thank for the gift you brought us again. Oh, my God. And I'm going to have some more today for lunch and dinner, and then maybe even supper. But I'll let you know.
He's watching on Punchy TV, punchy.tv, that is. We really liked talking with everyone and being among the Bond family. Thank you again.
Right on, and we love it when you're there as well, both of you and your wife. And stay with us, stay with us, stay with us. Amazing.
Metal Damnation, now a member on the JLP Show channel.
Thank you, Metal Damnation.
Patient Riot. BQ. What is the greatest?
What is the greatest display of power?
Mercy, off the top of my head.
Mercy? Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks for responding. I put my 2 cents in on Sunday. Very interesting, though. Thank you.
Tanya says the greatest display of power is to hold your peace. In other words, don't speak. Don't add to the drama. Shut your mouth.
If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battle, I know that the victory shall be mine. Thank you. And I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday.
Chris from chat says, BQ response, a take it or leave it attitude. The greatest display of power.
A take it or leave it attitude? Interesting. Thank you.
Conspiracy Hoops, perfect answer to last week's biblical question. When I was subject to thoughts and emotions, I was no better than that backbiting dog who would do anything for a treat. Irony was I was backbiting myself.
I rest my case. Absolutely. Amazing.
5 from Chris on Buy Me a Coffee. BQ answer.
The greatest display of power is what?
Facing extreme adversity with perfect peace. Amazing.
Amazing. Stay with us. Stay with us. Thank you.
Denbro, a monthly supporter on the Rumble crew, a subscriber. Most of Jesse's lyric changes to songs are improvements. Face the devil at the gates of hell, and I won't back down.
That's deep. Amazing. Thank you.
Anthony L. Moon Day Monday. To the moon, Alice.
Amazing. Thank you.
Tanya, with yet another super chat. So much rebellion in Minneapolis. Set a curfew. Good idea.
That's a perfect idea. Let the president know. Mr. President, she's right. Set a curfew. Put those heifers in jail if they break it. Amazing.
Imported TV. Biblical question.
What's the greatest display of power?
Power is to sit there still without reacting while the other yells, gets angry, cries. Endure 2026 and JLP 2028.
Stay with us, stay with us, stay with. And the first thing I would do in 2028, I'm going to ship Ilhan Omar back on the very first day after my sworn-in ceremony. Amazing. Thank you.
Kayla on Cash App. What is human nature?
Animals. Human nature is the nature of an animal, and that's why human beings act and treat each other and themselves like animals. Amazing. Thank you.
T. Smith for coffee. Thank you.
Thank you, T. Smith.
Hearts around the face smiling.
Amazing.
Nikki, 10 coffees. I saw a video of you talking about the joy of the spirit. Reminded me of my teacher who passed away. He always pointed to that immaculate joy, full of love. This joy fills me with gratitude. Then tears fall, joy or grief, I let them be. This is Nikki.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. I would dance like David danced. I would dance and I would shout. I would dance like David danced. Amazing. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
Another coffee from Nikki. The greatest display of power is to keep quiet and be nothing. Stay in the light. Musical note. Staying alive.
Stand alive. Stand alive. Amazing. Thank you, Nikki. I put my 2 cents in on Sunday.
Southern Skies with the Rumble rant. Scott Adams is dying this week, Jesse. Would you reach out to him today?
He's dying this week.
According to Southern Skies, I hadn't heard that, but it is quite possible. You know how he had planned to take the
he's going to do that this week?
I don't know if that's... I hadn't heard, but this is what Southern Skies is saying, that he's dying this week.
Amazing. How do you know he's going to die unless he's going to do the suicide thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Amazing. Thank you. I'll see what I can do. Thank you.
Thanks, brother, and God
bless. I really respect him a lot. I enjoy talking to him all the time, and I think he's a very smart guy. So thank you. I'll check on it.
Thank you, Southern Skies says, thanks, brother, and God bless. Coconut Meat says, a coal pop, sweet brown voice.
Thank you. I don't know what you mean, but okay.
C-O at with a circle around it. L pop.
What that mean?
I don't know, but maybe it's kind of like a lollipop, oh lolly. But it's a coal pop.
I got to stop there.
We'll read the rest of these later, guys. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Let me go to Corey, a first-time call out of Indiana. Corey, you are on the air. Corey?
Hey.
You are on the air, Corey.
Hey, how you doing?
All is well. Because of time, we're about to run out of time here. I hear the music. You want to respond to the biblical question?
Yeah.
Are you on a speakerphone?
Actually, just put it back on because I didn't know she was going to take over. So I've been on hold for like an hour and 10 minutes.
I know. That's why I tried to rush and get to you, man.
Amazing.
Amazing. Corey. Corey, call back. Your phone dropped or something. William, number 7 out of California. William, you're on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. I see you guys are doing well there, and I did want to answer the biblical question.
What is the greatest display of power?
when you have control over your mind, body, and spirit, therefore your tongue, and you have no anger.
Interesting. Amazing. I'll put my 2 cents.
And real quick question,
You know,
if you have time, I know the music's coming.
Yeah.
But what does it mean when you do a cameo? I know in a movie it's when you show up. So if we pay for a cameo, do you come to our house?
No, I do it on video and I send it to you. I send it to
okay.
the shout out to whomever you want to shout out to.
All right. I didn't know that.
All right. Yeah. CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. Thank you, William. I am so out of time. To the callers, Modi out of Chicago, Rob out of Pennsylvania, the callers that are coming in, I'm out of time. I don't know what happened to those 3 hours. But if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, I'll be back tomorrow. Country and Western Tuesday. The American Anchor Babies. No. The Hake Report is coming now. The Hake Report. And then the American Anchor Baby after the Hake Report. And thank you all for your super chats and your support. And we'll finish up the ones we didn't get to today. If the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. I don't know what happened to the time. What the? Take care.
Boy, you better stand up and up. Put your hand up and hut. Cause if we don't, then we lose, and then we gotta hear the fake news. Whoa.
The views, information, thoughts, and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name and all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
So, here's what I recommend. I invite you to download my silent prayer. And I want you to start doing it. You just download it, get the points of how to do it, and then after a while, you just do it on your own. It's going to point you in the right direction that your life will be returned to you from God. He will give you your life back because anyone and all people who has anger, they're not themselves. You are the person that you are angry at. That's why it's so important to get to know yourself so that you can see who you're angry at. And if you're doing the hooping and hollering prayers and things like that, some people get up, oh, praise the Lord, hoop and holler, bless my mama, bless my daddy. Continue to do it. Do both. You will see if you want to stay with the hooping and hollering or do you want to be still and know God. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church.